going, guys? Right now I am in Sun Moon Lake, Riyue Tan, in Taiwan, part of my week-long tour around the island. I hope to do some sightseeing my own, have some local foods, and have a really nice time checking out the scenery. Tomorrow is going to be the start of my around the lake bike trip. It is 18 kilometers and takes about 7 hours. And I'm really looking forward to what's to come from that. But right now, the plan is to just walk around, get a lay of the lake, and really get an idea how things are going to be like tomorrow. I am a little nervous for what's to come. I'm not the most athletic person, so we'll see how this around the lake bike trip really turns out. It really is stunning. This beautiful green blue water is absolutely divine, and the weather is phenomenal. Even in the height of summer, it's about 80 degrees with a nice breeze coming from the lake. It really is really nice. I'm so thankful to be here right now. So it looks like with all that rain that we've been having recently, all of the water from the mountains has been heading downstream into this lake. I say that because this right here is the 9 frogs statue, and as you can tell, there are only 2 frogs visible. Now those 9 frogs are usually used as a marker of the water's level, where typically when it's really dry you can see all 9, but right now you can only just see about 2 or 3 if you look really closely. This is a good sign for the lake because it means that there's plenty of water coming in, but it could also spell bad news for the ecology of the lake, since a lot of that water coming downstream could lead to some ecological problems, as a lot of the farms around here are very rich in fertilizers and other nitrates, which could disrupt the ecology that's here at this lake. So I just saw the rare species of Taiwanese monkey, the Formosan rock macaque. Oh my god, there are actually monkeys out here. I know quite a lot about this species. It's kind of a joke amongst my friends, but I really didn't think I'd be that close to a real live wild monkey. Well, it looks like I overstayed my luck a little bit. So it turns out the buses aren't running anymore, and I already made it to Wenwu Temple, which fortunately had a really great view. But I am stuck a little bit because there aren't any buses that go back to my hostel. Now, what I'm thinking I could do is I could take one of the buses going in the opposite direction to the next biggest town. Maybe from there I can call a cab, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Well, I made it back safely. So I was right, the buses stopped running. So I was quite in a pickle. But fortunately, a taxi driver saw me and was able to pick me up. Unfortunately, she was asking for about 400, which is like 10 bucks USD, and that's ridiculous. But when you're in a tight spot, you do what you gotta do, I suppose. But I made it back. Now it is time to get some grub. I'm really excited. I'm really hungry too. Good morning. All right, let's do this. Now, as much as I'd love to see Taiwan's tiniest lighthouse, I still have a ways to go if I'm trying to get to the Sigur Pagoda. It's a nice thought though. Eventually I'll make it down there, just not right now. I am on a mission. All right, so we're a little over halfway there. I know I keep saying that, but all of these switchbacks, it makes it a little difficult to really tell where you're going, but check the map. We are a little over halfway there, and I am starting to feel real burnt out. The views have been fantastic, but the non-stop hills are really getting to me. And I'm debating whether or not I should stop at Sigur and just take a boat back. I wouldn't be devastated, but I did plan to do the whole circuit. I'd like to do that if I can, but oh my god. The size of the bike, my height, my athleticism, factored all together is making this a really tough trip. But I'm persistent if nothing, so I'm gonna try to get as far as I can, call it quits when I absolutely have to, but we're gonna keep going. I finally made it, bike in hand. Had to do quite a bit of walking during the uphill parts, but downhill made it totally worth it. I'm really impressed with myself. I didn't even think I could do that. Especially for those few switchbacks at the beginning, I was really doubting whether or not I'd be able to make it back in one piece, but lo and behold, determination and having fun going downhill really make a great pair. So I made it back, and I think we're gonna have some well-deserved rest today. Well, I made it back safe and sound. Sun Moon Lake was a fantastic trip, and it wouldn't have been possible without the generous donation of the Sigur Center. Thank you so much for making this possible. I'll have plenty more vlogs in the future, so please stay tuned. And thank you so much for supporting me on this journey. It's been a lot of fun.